Hello and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, then you are welcome. Now on this channel, I do tutorials, predictive analysis, and I also do research on cryptocurrencies that I believe will be big movers in the future. Now, by big movers, I mean I do research on early stage cryptos, those that still have their gains ahead of them. If this is the type of content you are interested in, click the like button, subscribe to the channel with your notifications on so that you get notified the next time I make a new video. I would also like you to know that nothing that I say on this channel is supposed to be taken as financial or investment advice. All that I do here is educate and perhaps entertain. And yes, I am not sponsored in any shape or form to talk about a cryptocurrency on this channel. It is purely my own research and my own opinions. With that said and done, which was pretty long, let us get into the video. So, you must have heard about Web 3.0. So, what is it and what should it mean to you as a crypto investor? To understand Web 3.0, we need to go back to 1991. Where the internet as we know it was basically web pages that are hyperlinked to each other. So at this time, at this era, all you could do on the internet is read something, click on it and go to the next page. There was no such thing as inputting something to the internet. Now this lasted until 2004, where we had an evolution of Web 1.0 to Web 2.0. So, from 2004 up till now, we don't only read stuff on the web, but we can also input information on the web. Now, the problems of Web 2.0 are the direct cause of the birth of Web 3.0. What are these problems, you might ask? To understand that, we need to know how Web 2.0 works. There are many people who are unaware of this problem, but by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why we need to transcend into Web 3.0. You see, because we input data to the web, which is basically handing over all your information to centralized servers. Now, servers are just like giant computers that are owned by a single entity. That in itself is a problem. Let's say there is someone working there that does not like you. This person has control over your information. It is needless to say what this person could do. Anyway, you see, as Web 2.0 began and information was not only consumed from the internet by you and me, but also inputted, tech giants like Facebook and Google took advantage of this situation. They collected and they still collect data from people and store them on servers. Now, they don't only store them, but they also sell them. Which means your information on Facebook, particularly, can be monetized without your knowledge. Now, it is not only bad that they do this, they also collect information that you don't directly give them. This is called machine or AI learning. Their algorithms are written in a way that they study your every move on their platforms, which means if you stay longer on particular videos or on particular articles, they will feed you more and more of these articles and videos to make you stay longer on their platform. Now, they take this information and sell it to advertisers because they know that you are interested in watching these kinds of videos. They can monetize the fact that they have this information. Now, I know you must have seen the problems associated with Web 2.0, which basically means you have no control whatsoever on your data. You don't own your own data. The platforms that you use own your data, have rights to your data. You don't have the rights. So the idea of Web 3.0 is to enable users to have total custody over their own data. Now, some people may not really have a problem with Facebook taking their data, but they will have a problem with the fact that Facebook is selling their data and they do not get a cut from it. Anyway, now, one of the biggest problems that we have about Web 2.0 is security. Because all our data is stored on a centralized server, it means it has a single point of failure. Now, it is important to note that it will not be easy to hack Facebook or Google, but the problem is the fact that there is a possibility. So if there is a way to lessen that chance of it being hacked, then we should go for it. This will be decentralization of data storage. I think by now some people who have been following up on this channel already understand where I am going with this. And yes, if you're understanding the video so far, leave me a like and a comment. I will reply to your comment. So by now we see that Web 3.0 is the next evolution, the next phase of the internet. A new beginning, a new world where everyone has total and complete control over their own data. So instead of third parties keeping your data and monetizing it, you will have total and complete control over your data and monetize it if you choose to. Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen from the likes of Bitcoin decentralizing finance itself, making it in a way that you can send money to a friend or say a foe without the need of a third party. So the idea here is taking away the middleman. This in itself is the reason why most banks or say some countries don't want cryptocurrency, because you are literally taking them out of the transaction, and that is the way that they get to profit when you send money. So Bitcoin offers us a platform, a network, the Bitcoin network. Remember, BTC is the currency and Bitcoin is the network. So Bitcoin is not the currency. When you say you buy a Bitcoin, actually you bought a BTC, not a Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the network, BTC is the currency of that network. So Bitcoin offers us this network where we can send money to each other through the use of blockchain technology without the need of a third party. So we have taken away the middleman in this scenario. The next phase was Ethereum, decentralizing applications. So instead of just sending money on this platform, you could also build applications on this platform. Now the platform now is the Ethereum network, and the currency of this network is ETH. So when you say you buy Ethereum, you're actually buying ETH, the currency, not the network itself. I say this because many people make this mistake all the times. Well, I say it too because it's convenient. Anyway, so the next phase of this evolution is to decentralize data storage itself. Decentralize data and let people own their own data. A quick and real example of what I'm saying is this video you are watching is on YouTube. Like, it is stored on its server. When I'm done with this video, I upload it onto YouTube. Now, uploading it means I will let their server download the video from my device. So the video will be stored on their server. Now, it is no longer my video. Though it is supposed to be my video, technically it is not. It is their video, which means if they choose to delete it, I have nothing whatsoever to do about it. In fact, they can choose to delete this channel and I still will have nothing to do about it. So you can begin to see how important this whole idea of Web 3.0 is. And this is one of the reasons why I like saying subscribe to the channel, because it gives the channel more grounds for me to hold them accountable if they do something wrong. Now, I keep making my videos so detailed because I want everyone and anyone watching my videos to be able to understand. I want the average person to understand cryptocurrency because it is the next leap in human technological evolution. Now, I got a question the other day from a new person, a new subscriber of the channel. So if you are subscribed and you are new, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments so that I can include them in my next video. This question was, what's the key difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum? Like, is it that we just buy these cryptos and we sell them when they go up and that's it? We go back to the dollar? Like, what's the entire purpose here? Think of Bitcoin as a network. Now, this network uses a currency. This currency is called BTC. So we take our regular fiat, like the dollar, and buy this BTC. Now, fiat means by decree. So money only has value because the government decrees that it does. We buy this BTC with our regular dollar. The value only goes up because more and more people want to buy the same BTC. Now keep in mind, the supply of BTC stays the same. So if the supply is limited and the demand is increasing, the price will increase. So price is directly proportional to the demand and the supply of a cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin is different from Ethereum because it is a network that allows for only the transfer of these assets, BTC. So that's it. It has no other use case apart from transferring BTC from one person to another. But Ethereum, however, has other use cases. So you could literally build applications on the Ethereum network. Since Ethereum is decentralized, you will call these applications decentralized applications or dApps. So you see the difference. If Bitcoin was a phone, this phone will have only one application installed in it and it can only perform one task. But Ethereum will be another phone that has tons and tons of applications installed on it. Hopefully you understand. So why are we even moving to BTC? Because the dollar, as we know it, has no maximum supply. In fact, it is the most shitcoin to have ever been in existence. So we go into a digital asset class that has a maximum supply and is decentralized and secure. And it is also just as divisible as a dollar. So the question you might have now is, why didn't we just go into Web 3.0 from the start? This is simply because we did not know how to use blockchain technology in this aspect. In fact, it is only until 2008 that Satoshi Nakamoto published the Bitcoin white paper that many people have developed different ideas on how to use blockchain technology to solve one of the greatest problems known to man. This is the Bitcoin white paper written by Satoshi Nakamoto. Now remember, we don't know who he or she or they are. I will leave a link to it down below in the description and I urge all of you watching this video to read it. So upon Satoshi Nakamoto's usage of blockchain technology to bring about a network where people can send funds or transfer assets without the need of a middleman, this has brought about many people from the likes of Vitalik Buterin, Charles Hoskinson, Gavin Wood, and all of these other people in the crypto space who seek to use blockchain technology to solve one of the greatest problems that we have. An example of this is the Brave browser. For those who don't know, Brave browser is a fork of Google Chrome. Now, fork simply means update or better version. And Brave browser was founded by this guy, Brendan Eich. Hopefully I pronounced his name correctly. He is JavaScript and the co-founder of Mozilla Firefox. On this Brave browser, you can choose if you want to see ads or not. And you get paid to see them. Now, that is a tip. You can download this Brave browser. It works the same like Chrome and you can earn some BAT tokens from it. BAT tokens can be sold in the market. BAT is the token of Brave browser. BAT meaning basic attention token. Content creators on this browser can be rewarded by their fans with BAT tokens. So it is a pretty exciting version of Google Chrome. Web 3.0 will also facilitate the creation of digital identity through blockchain. If you haven't watched my video on blockchain, I will leave the link to it down in the description. Use it. It will be of help to you. There are some layer 1 blockchains that are working into the creation of these digital identities, such as Cardano and Ontology. Now, what is great about this is once a user has his or her own digital identity and creates an account on another network, they will be able to bring over all their friends from other networks to the current network. This should tell us something because since these networks are blockchains, there should be something connecting all these blockchains to facilitate this kind of activity. The crypto that can bring about this type of interoperability is Cosmos's Atom. Hopefully you see how we pick cryptos, yes? You study it. When you understand it, you look for the problems and you see the cryptos that are in the best position to solve those problems. That is how you pick a cryptocurrency to invest in. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is how Web3 is. It decentralizes data and gives control back to the people. People get to own their own information rather than third parties owning people's information and monetizing it. Now, there is this cryptocurrency that I believe is at the core of Web3, Stratos. Now, Stratos is not only a storage cryptocurrency, but people can build applications on this cryptocurrency network. So, Stratos has a storage layer, a resource layer, and a computation layer. And you can also mine Stratos. I will do a detailed video on this, so stay tuned for that. My two picks for Web 3.0 are Stratos and Saito. Now, these two cryptocurrencies offer a completely different idea from the regular smart contract cryptocurrencies. I also want to reiterate, because many people will hear and just go and invest. This is not financial or investment advice. Also note that these cryptos have a very small market cap, which means they are extremely, when I say extreme, they are at the extremes of risk. So know your risk tolerance. They are cryptos that I think are good even for long term. But you have to understand that there will be volatility. For example, when I talked about Stratos on this channel, it was at basically $1. It rallied to $5 and it came back to $2. This is volatility. This is insane volatility. So many people may have bought at $5 and you have to wait until it comes back to $5 before you are, say, in a profit. The sad thing is you don't know when that will be. However, I do think Stratos should make a 10x from here before the end of this bull run. And I also expect Saito to do just as much relative to the price. Now, guys and gals, I have to level with you. Stratos has more backing than Saito. Here is what I mean by that. If you come to Stratos' website, you will see down here strategic investors. If you come down to the strategic investors, you will see Fundamental Labs, Kinetic, and Fenbushi Capital. Now, normally I do research on all of these investors and I also do research on all of the team members. If you come here to Fenbushi Capital and click on it, so let's click here. Now, if we go to Fenbushi Capital, one of their team members who is an advisor to Fenbushi Capital is Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum. So we see the connections there. Now, this is the type of connection that I was looking for on Saito, which I did not see. Now, this might not mean much to many people, but I guarantee you it should. I will show you an example of a cryptocurrency that rallied in the past couple of months and the connection that it has. Keep in mind, most investors in crypto are still speculating. The entire crypto space is a very young industry. Crypto is a very young asset class. So just the fact that you are watching this video now makes you one of the most lucky people on earth. There are many people who are shying away from crypto, hating on it, not knowing that this will be the only way they get to make or receive payments in the future. So if you don't start converting your dollar into crypto as we go into the rest of this decade, then you may face some troubles later. The dollar will continue to lose value and crypto will continue to increase in value. This means you will need more dollars to convert into a smaller amount of crypto. This right here is Metis. It is a layer 2 scaling solution to Ethereum. Now, an example of layer 1 is Ethereum, Bitcoin, Polkadot, Solana, Cardano. These are all layer 1 networks. Stratos and Saito are also layer 1. But Metis here, Polygon Matic are all layer 2. They are there to assist Ethereum for scalability. If you watched my video on blockchain trilemma, you will know that Ethereum left out scalability for decentralization and security. So this can help Ethereum for scalability. Hopefully I did not confuse anyone there. Now, if you go into Metis's website, you will see their team members as usual. But this woman right here is Vitalik Buterin's mother. Now, I'm not saying that his mother did anything to make Metis go up, but I'm just saying, since there is a lot of speculation in crypto, when investors hear that Vitalik Buterin's mother is on a layer 2 scaling solutions team, and this layer 2 scaling solution is for Ethereum, her son's, say, founding network, that alone is sufficient enough to make Metis rally. So you see that connections in crypto do matter. We have cryptos that rally because they are really being used, and those that rally because of the background that they have. So I'm not saying that Saito will not do well. In fact, I think it will do extremely well because of the technology behind it, the technology and the backing. However, they are both great projects, at least in my opinion. Speaking about Stratos, they announced a partnership with Paralink Network. As I gather, this partnership will enable Stratos to work similar to Chainlink, powering data aggregation and Oracle services to blockchains. Also, they now have a new name for the incentive testnet, Tropos. Remember, the mainnet will be coming out next year, first quarter. And I think with the coming of its mainnet, it will ignite a positive price action. This project poses some strong fundamentals, and if you haven't watched my video on it, I will leave it down below in the description. You don't want to miss out on this. They have bi-weekly reports every week. This is not a project to not consider. No financial advice, of course. Now, I also followed up on a discussion between the founders of Saito. And I think Saito is the type of project that has immense potential to solve real problems. But what it lacks is awareness and marketing. I think the founders are concentrating more on Saito's ability to solve these problems. And quite frankly, this is how it should be. Working on a project and its usability speaks for itself. I will also leave a link to my video about it in the description. Now, folks, before I go, I got this question in my last predictive analysis video. This person does not understand the Memecoin strategy I was talking about. I also urge all of you to be watching this predictive analysis videos. The entire crypto markets depend on Bitcoin's health. So we need to always have a watch over the price of Bitcoin, or say the price action of Bitcoin. That is the reason why I do this predictive analysis videos on Bitcoin. So don't be missing out on them. So my followers on TikTok also asked me to explain this Memecoin strategy, and this is how it goes. All of these meme coins will make fireworks at the end of this bull run. So when they go to zero, as these other coins go up, so many people seem to not have understood what I meant when I made this video. You see, most of us are actually obsessed about crypto and the technology behind it. So much so that we forget that meme coins actually generate more gains than utility coins. So, given that most people are into crypto because they want money, I developed a meme coin strategy. You see, now the entire market is down. But when the market starts to rally, these utility coins will go first. Bitcoin, of course, will go first. Ethereum and some other utility coins will follow. You only need one meme coin to go to the moon to send the rest of the meme coin clan to the cosmos. So what is this strategy? Now, to explain this strategy, we have to go back to last year to Shiba Inu. If you bought $1,000 worth of Shiba in September last year, by November to January, that $1,000 will be worth $2. Now, whosoever bought Shiba Inu at the time would be crying that he or she or they are in a lot of loss at the time, not knowing that that $2 will go on to become hundreds of millions of dollars. This tells us that at that time, when this $1,000 was worth $2, you could go into the market and buy Shiba Inu for $2, and it goes on to become hundreds of millions of dollars. So another person invested 1,000 and you only invested $2, and you go on to have the same profits. Humongous profits. So it is imperative that we should be on the lookout. When these meme coins ultimately go to zero, when I say zero, I just mean a very gross loss. When they all go as low as everyone will be crying that they lost a lot of money, that say they invested $1,000 and it's only worth $10, that is the time to get in. No one at that time will want these meme coins. When they go to absolute emptiness, that is when you get in. Now, it is important for me to reiterate that this is not financial advice. This is just a strategy that I'm discussing online. However, if you are to invest in a meme coin, or if you plan on using this kind of strategy, which I will be on the lookout for, then only go with what you will absolutely have no problem losing. Alright folks, thanks so much for watching the video until now. If the video did help you in any way, or if you did enjoy it, leave me a like and consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any questions or concerns, or if you just want to say hi, let me know down below in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.